So we'll start with this new topic, that is network security. Now, if you remember, we have started this subject with the topic of data security. Okay, we have started with the topic that is data security. So this subject, we have started with the data security. Now we will be talking about the network security. So there is not much difference between the data security and the network security. Okay, ultimately, if I'm talking about the data security, I'm talking about the data which I'm actually transmitting in the network. Okay, so how do you provide the data, or how do you provide the security to the data which is flowing in the network? And what is the network? The network is the collection of your different access points, okay, or your computers. Okay, so in general we say access points. So these access points which is distributed in the network, and when you are transferring the data from one PC or from one access point to the other access point, then how do you provide the security in the network? That will come into the network security. Okay, so these two aspects are different. These two aspects are different, but with a marginal difference. There is not much difference. So whatever the terminologies which already we have studied in the data security, that thing we will study in the network security. Okay, which are the terminology? For example, we have talked about the authentication. We have talked about the confidentiality. We have talked about the digital signature. Okay, then data security, confidentiality, digital signature. Okay, then we have also talked about the integrity. Now, if I'm talking about the integrity, this is the integrity only for the data security. Integrity means we are not modifying. If the data is getting modified, then it is a part of a data security. So actually, integrity will not be the part in the network security. So we'll be having authentication, we'll be having the confidentiality, and we'll be talking about the digital signature. Okay, in this network security. Okay, so you can just say that providing the security to data over the network is a part of network security. Okay, so you have to correlate these terminologies. Okay, while understanding, and most of the words will be familiar with you. Okay, like authentication, confidentiality, and digital signature. Okay, so we'll see what is the network security. And as far as the network security is concerned, if you see your syllabus, you have the security which is provided for email, Okay, so when you talk about the network security, so how do you provide the security to the data which is flowing in the network? And the example that is providing the security over the email data. Okay, so you have email. We will see how the security will be provided when you will be using this email facility. Okay, and to be more specific, we'll be using with PGP. So we'll see what is this PGP. Okay, so in your syllabus, the first part is about the email, that is you are providing the security towards the email, Okay, now when you talk about this providing the security, what are the different concepts, okay, that is provided in the email? What are the different security concepts that is provided in the email through the PGP? So PGP is what? PGP is pretty good privacy. So this is a security concept in email. This is a security concept in the email, that is a PGP. PGP stands for pretty good privacy. So how do you provide the security through in the email through PGP? Okay, which is provided by the PGP, which is called as a pretty good privacy. And the services provided by PGP is what? We have to understand them now. Okay, what are the services which are provided under the PGP. So we have actually 5 services in that. The first one, as already I have told you, that is a confidentiality. Then comes authentication. Then comes digital signature. Then comes email compatibility. And the fifth one is your zip compression algorithm. So under this PGP, that is a pretty good privacy. We are providing the security to the email by what? By these services. And some of the services you are already familiar with. Okay. So first one is confidentiality, authentication, digital signature, email compatibility, and zip compression function. Okay. Now confidentiality is already you are aware of this. Okay. Confidentiality means the data which is sent by the sender towards the receiver. Okay. So how do you provide the confidentiality over the data? Okay. The data which is sent from the sender towards the receiver. Then authentication is what? Authentication is the sender is authenticated by the receiver and receiver is authenticated by the sender. That means the data should not go to any other receiver, or that data should not be hacked by some other user. Okay, that means there should be an authentication. So who should authenticate each other? The receiver should authenticate the sender and sender should authenticate with receiver. And we have seen in the authentication, we have already studied this. We have studied the 3, that is a message authentication. We have seen the MAC message, that is MAC authentication code, and the third one is the hash code that will come under the authentication. So please try to recollect this thing. Already you have studied, because you have already studied for your test 1. So you are familiar with this authentication and the confidentiality, but you try to understand and correlate, because this thing we have to implement in the PGP, in the email, providing the security in the email. Okay. So whenever I'm talking about authentication, please have that picture in front of your eyes. We have talked about the 3, where your ciphertext acts as a authenticator in the message encryption. The second one is your MAC, which acts as an authenticator in the message authentication code, and small h, which acts as an authenticator for hash function or hash code. Okay. So these 3 parts is a part of authentication. Okay. Then comes the digital signature. We have seen what is the digital signature. That is nothing but encryption over the data by the sender by using its private key. Encryption of the data by the sender by using its private key is nothing but your digital signature. Okay. Then email compatibility. This is not actually this is not in your syllabus, but this is also the one important service provided by PGP, that is email compatibility. Okay. Email compatibility, this is also important, because you know that you are sending the mails from Gmail to Rediff, from Rediff to some other account, some other domain. Okay. So that is called as compatibility of the email. That is called as the compatibility of the email. You can send from any domain to any other domain. The emails can be sent. The example I have given you, from Rediff mail to Gmail and from Gmail to Rediff mail. So that is called as the email compatibility. If there is no compatibility, you won't be able to say, you will be able to send the mail, but that won't be able to recovered or retrieved in the receiver side. Okay. So that is come under the email compatibility. Then the fifth one is a zip compression algorithm. Zip compression algorithm is nothing but, you can say, it is a compression method, which already we have studied. Okay. Zip compression. Now zip compression is actually you are compressing the data. Okay. So but zip compression is a term which is used under the PGP. for providing the security to the email under the network security. Okay, so zip compression, you just compress the data. Email compatibility, you have the compatibility over the messages which you are sending throughout. Okay, then digital signature, you provide the encryption over the data by using the private key of the sender. Then authentication, which already I have told you that the sender and receiver should authenticate each other. And the confidentiality, okay, the data should be not modified. The data should be the data which is sent from the sender towards the receiver. Okay, now this PGP will be able to understand by the three cases. In the first case, we will see the scenario in which you will achieve authentication and digital signature. In the first case, you will achieve authentication and digital signature, but with the compromise of the confidentiality. That thing you will be able to understand when I will be drawing the scenario. The second case is you will be achieving the confidentiality, but with the compromising of authentication and digital signature. तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, केस वन में हमको ये दोनों भी चीज हम अचीव कर पा रहे हैं, लेकिन हम ये अचीव नहीं कर पा रहे. दूसरे केस में हम कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी अचीव कर पा रहे, ये और ये अचीव नहीं कर पा रहे. थर्ड केस इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड केस where you will be achieving all these three, where you will be achieving all these three. So as far as your network security is concerned, you should achieve confidentiality, you should achieve authentication, and you should achieve digital signature. Okay, so today we are going to see these cases one by one, and these are the cases which already you have studied. So this is nothing we are studying, we are going to study now. Okay, you have to just brush up your knowledge which already you have studied while studying while preparing for your test one. So you have to just implement this aspect in your case 1, case 2, and case 3. So ultimately I want case 3 in which all these three are achieved. Okay, so we'll go one by one. You just write down the network security as a heading, all of you. Network security as a heading, just write down. Providing the security to data over a network. Providing security to the data over the network. There is a network security over the, write down further. There is the network security concept. There is network security concept called as email security. Which is provided by PGP. In bracket write down pretty good privacy. So by using these three, we are providing the privacy. Okay. What you have written, PGP, that is pretty good privacy, bracket close, full stop. The services provided by PGP are, या फिर ऐसा लिखो, the major services provided by PGP are, write down 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So actually by using this services, we are providing the security to email. Understand this. So email and PGP they will go hand by hand. Okay, they will go hand by hand. Or you can say they are part and parcel of each of the same network security. So whenever you see PGP, it is associated with email. And whenever you talk about the providing security towards the email, you are actually providing the services by the PGP, and these services are 5. And out of this, these three are important. So we'll go one by one. Shall I rub this part? Okay. So write down case 1.
Yes, sir.
Case 1. Yes, case 1. So we'll understand this case 1 by the block diagram. Okay, I want everyone to pay attention here, then you can just draw. Okay, all of you pay attention. Now, whenever you talk about this providing the security over the network, actually we are providing the security towards the message which is flowing in the network. Okay, which is flowing in the network. And in the first case, that is case 1, I have told you that confidentiality is not achieved, but we are achieving authentication and digital signature. Confidentiality is not achieved, but we are achieving authentication and digital signature. So for this, the block diagram is that you have a plain text message. You have a plain text message. Okay. Now please see, we are achieving authentication and data signature. The definitions of them will be helpful for you to complete the block diagram. Okay. So you will be able to understand at which part I am using authentication and at which part I am using digital signature concept. Okay, digital signature concept. So you have a plain text message. Then by using, now you will be able to understand. आप भी मुझे बताओगे कि सर यहाँ पे हम ऑथेंटिकेशन यूज कर रहे हैं और सर हम यहाँ पे डिजिटल सिग्नेचर यूज कर रहे हैं, तो ये आप ही मुझे बताओगे. ओके, सो दिस इज अ प्लेन टेक्स्ट मैसेज. नाउ दैट इज गिवन टू द हैश फंक्शन so that hash code will be generated. Okay, so that the hash code will be generated. This is then further see the terminology which is used, or the short form EP, and this is called as a public key encryption. EP stands for public key encryption. Public key encryption, or it is also called as, yes, it is a public key, or it is also called as a private key encryption by using PRA. By using PRA. So there is an encryption by using the private key of sender A. So that is why encryption or encryption by using private key, EP. Okay. Then it is appended with the plain text message. You will be able to see this diagram in the book also. Okay, so this is appended with the plain text message. Output of this is compressed. That is called as zip compression. Output of this is compressed, which is called as a zip. That is a zip compression by using zip compression function. Okay, by using the zip compression function. Then the output of this is your encrypted data. Then it is an encrypted compressed data. This is happening where? In the sender side. यहाँ तक sender side में हो रहा है. Then in the receiver, whatever the compressed, that is unzipped. So z to the power of -1, unzipped, that is uncompressed, compressed, uncompressed. तो रिसीवर में भी क्या क्या हो रहा है वो हम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. Uncompress the data. So once you uncompress the data, then what is happening? I am drawing it because there is no space. I am drawing it down. Then you have what? You have the message. Along with the message, you have encrypted data of PRA, comma, small h. That is encrypted data by using the private key of sender A and the hash code. Now actually what I am doing in the receiver side is actually the inverse which I have done in the sender side. Okay, that's why encrypted data over the PRA, that is a private key of sender A, and the hash code, This is what. Okay, then after that it is this one. I'm talking about this lower part. This is decrypted DP, EP, encrypted over the private key or private key encryption. This is a private key decryption, private key decryption. क्योंकि सेंडर में मैंने एनक्रिप्ट किया, रिसीवर में मैं उसको डिक्रिप्ट कर रहा हूं. ओके, नाउ दिस डिक्रिप्शन विल गिव यू व्हाट, स्मॉल h, will give you what, small h. And this message by again using the hash function will give you small hash code h. Now this small h and this small h are compared. They are compared. See the flow now. All of you please see the flow. This is the plain text message. I am using the hash function. Now once this hash function strikes into your mind, you will be able to understand that I am achieving authentication. Okay, so hash code generate हो रहा, इसका मतलब authentication में use कर रहा हूँ. So who is the authenticator here? Hash code, small h is an authenticator. Then it is given to the encryption. How am I achieving the encryption? By using the private key of sender A. So as per the definition of digital signature, if I am using the private key of sender A for encryption, then can I say I am also achieving digital signature? So can I say this is a part where you are achieving authentication and this is a part where you are achieving digital signature. So encryption by using private key, then it is appended or added with the plain text. Whatever the message I am getting, that is compressed by using what? By using the compression function. What is output of this? This is your digital signature. The output of this is your hash code. And output of this is your digital signature. This is a compressed file. The file is compressed, then it is transmitted. The file is received, then it is uncompressed. Then the file which you have got, the uncompressed file. Then here we have message as well as the encrypted data by using the private key, of sender A and the hash code. Now in this, the lower part, which is encrypted data, by using the private key and the hash code, that is decrypted. So EP and DP, they are inverse. Decryption by using the private key of sender A. Then you will get the hash code. And this hash code is compared with this message you give to the hash function. You generate the hash code. This small h and this small h are compared. And you are providing the data security. If after comparison, okay, you will be able to understand the data is the same, which is the message and the encrypted. Okay, the message and the encrypted one. So they will be the same. So this is how you are achieving authentication and data digital signature. Okay, this is what is happening in the email when you are achieving this. But here, are you achieving the confidentiality? No. So to achieve the confidentiality, actually we have to use the public key. But here we are using the private key only. So confidentiality we are not achieving. We are not achieving the confidentiality. So in the second case, we will see where I am achieving the confidentiality, but with the compromising of these two things. So we will see that scenario. I hope you have understood. Shall I repeat? Yes.
सर यहाँ पे डिक्रिप्ट करते टाइम हम की नहीं यूज कर रहे, पब्लिक की.
यहाँ पे हम डिक्रिप्ट जब कर रहे हैं तो वी आर यूजिंग द प्राइवेट की ऑफ ए. that is a private key of A, the sender A. ओके तो हम जब डिक्रिप्ट कर रहे हैं तब हम प्राइवेट की ऑफ सेंडर ए यूज कर रहे हैं. दैट इज व्हाई मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा PRA, H. जो कुछ हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं उसका इनवर्स हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं. तो डिक्रिप्शन में द आउटपुट विल बी द हैश कोड दैट इज स्मॉल h, और यहाँ पे भी हैश फंक्शन लगा के आउटपुट हमको स्मॉल h मिल रहा है और दोनों को हम कंपेयर कर रहे हैं.
ओके सर.
ओके हाँ. सो दिस इज द सिनेरियो फॉर केस 1. यस
सर, पर जब प्राइवेट की यूज करते हैं सेंडर के साइड तो रिसीवर
हाँ.
के साइड पब्लिक की यूज होना चाहिए ना.
हाँ तो इसलिए तो बोल रहा हूँ कि हम वहाँ पे कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी यूज नहीं हो रही है. तो सेकंड केस में जब अभी पढ़ाऊंगा then you will have the comparative understanding between the case 1 and case 2, and that time you will be able to understand कि yes यहाँ पे confidentiality क्यों अचीव नहीं हो रही और सेकंड में क्यों हो रही है. so that time you will be able to understand. okay
ओके सर.
अभी इसी मैंने यहाँ पे प्राइवेट की इसलिए यूज की है कि यही दिखाने के लिए कि डिजिटल सिग्नेचर भी यहाँ पे अचीव हो रहा है. ठीक इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे प्राइवेट की ऑफ सेंडर यूज किया है टू कन्विंस यू दैट डिजिटल सिग्नेचर इज अचीव. यहाँ पे इसलिए आउटपुट में डिजिटल सिग्नेचर इज अचीव. अभी हम जब सेकंड सिनेरियो जब देखेंगे केस 2 तब आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा कि उसमें हम ये दोनों चीजें नहीं अचीव कर पा रहे लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी यूज कर रहे हैं. तो वहां पे आपका जो पब्लिक की किया है जो है वो पिक्चर यहाँ पे क्लियर हो जाएगा. ओके सो
सर
हाँ
सर, तो ये सिमेट्रिक एन्क्रिप्शन जैसे हो गया ना.
yes this is a part, you can say this is a symmetric encryption. yes okay shall we proceed further? So we'll see the case 2 now. Please write down the case 2. In the case 2, so case 2 where confidentiality is achieved, authentication and digital signature is not achieved, and the case 2 is draw. You can draw along with me. See now you have a message. The message is compressed, zip compression function. The message is compressed, zip compression function. Then afterwards EC. EC stands for what? You can just write down the full forms of the EP, the full forms of DP. Okay. Now we will see what is EC. EC stands for conventional encryption, where I will be using symmetric key, or that is the key which is shared between the private as well as which will be shared between the sender and the receiver, which will be shared under the actually this is a symmetrical one. Compare this with the previous one. Now EC stands for conventional encryption. Conventional क्यों कहा जाता है? Because the same key is shared between the sender and the receiver. Okay. Compress करो, compress के बाद encrypt करो by the secret key. That is why EC, conventional encryption. आगे देखो क्या है? Then it is appended with. Wait, I will draw it here. So you have the private key. Okay. Now using this private key, we are doing what? We are doing the public key encryption. अभी ये EP है. EP stands for private key encryption or public key encryption. That depends upon what actually you are using here. So can I say I am using here public key of B. Receiver का public key. तो रिसीवर का पब्लिक की यूज कर रहा हूं तो ये क्या होगा? एंक्रिप्शन बाय यूजिंग द पब्लिक की. So here P will stand for public, not the private. Public key of receiver B. Now see further. Now this, whatever I am getting, now that is encrypted, or no, not encrypted, that is appended with this EC. That is appended with this by using the key. So this one appended with the encrypted public key. So EC and EP, they are appended. EC and EP. The output of EC and EP are appended. Now output of this is actually your compressed one, but here you will have KS. This is a KS. Now over the KS, now we receiver में क्या हो रहा है? Over the KS, you will have the DP, that is a decryption by using the public key. Sorry, decryption by using the private key. ये receiver में हो रहा है. आपको पता है ये सब. जब मैं public key of B use कर रहा हूँ sender में, because public key of B is available to everyone, all the sender. लेकिन जिसको भेजना है, इसलिए तो वो कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी मुझे चाहिए ना. कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी कब अचीव होंगी? प्लीज रिकॉल ऑल ऑफ यू. When I am using the public key of B for encryption, and that sender and that receiver B will use the private key of itself, then only I can achieve the confidentiality. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So in the receiver, you are decrypting by the private key. So you will understand that I am using PRB. I am using PRB. So please see here. PUB, public key of B, private key of B at the receiver to decrypt. Okay. Output of this is the key which is shared, the KS. Now this one by using the conventional decryption. Now conventional decryption की जब बात आती तो actually I am doing the symmetry. Actually this is symmetry as well as asymmetrical way. Okay. As far as EC and DC is concerned, I am sharing the same key, that is KS and KS. As far as asymmetrical or to achieve the confidentiality, you are using the public key and the private key of the receiver. That is called as encryption by using the public key of B and decryption by using the private key of B. That is the meaning. Okay. So by using the decryption by conventional encryption, okay, then this along with the message, the output of this is now unzipped. The output of this will be unzipped. That will be unzipped or uncompressed. That will be uncompressed. And after uncompressed, you will get the plain message. This is the case 2 now. See here, all of you. You have a message. You are compressing it. After compression, I am using the conventional encryption by using the secret key. S secret key. The key which is shared amongst the sender as well as receiver. So that is a conventional encryption. That is the key is used, and then afterwards you are doing the encryption by using the public key. We are using here public key and private key so that the confidentiality I have to achieve as per the definition. जिसको भेज रहा है उसी को मिलना चाहिए. Okay, so उसी का public key use कर रहा हूँ और उसी का private key receiver में decryption के लिए use कर रहा हूँ. So public key both are appended together. Then you have a message. Then this is happening in the sender side. In the receiver side, this message we are receiving, you are using the decryption over the key by using the private key, because whatever I am doing here, can you see here? Whatever I am doing at this point, the same thing I have to do the reverse of this at the receiver side. So KS, this one. Okay, so KS, DP and PRB for decryption by using the private key. Now here P stands for private key of B. Here P stands for public key of B. And we have got the KS. Now this KS will be used. This KS will be used for decryption, for conventional encryption. C for conventional encryption. You can write down these full forms, okay, somewhere in your notebook. So decryption by conventional encryption by using the secret key, which we have derived by using this particular KSDP and PRB. Then we are uncompressing the data. After uncompressing the data, the message which we have transmitted, the same thing we'll get. The same thing we'll get. If you see the sender and the receiver section, this is the sender section and this is the receiver section. Everything is inverse of that. Everything is inverse of that. जो हम पहले कर रहे हैं वो हम लास्ट में कर रहे हैं. जो हम लास्ट में कर रहे हैं वो हम पहले कर रहे हैं. अंडरस्टैंड? जो हम पहले कर रहे हैं वो लास्ट में कर रहे हैं. जो हम लास्ट में कर रहे हैं वो पहले कर रहे हैं. What is the difference in the sender and the receiver, which is just an inverse of that? Okay, so this is your case 2. Now can you see here properly? You will be able to understand, as I'm using the private key and public key of receiver B, you will be achieving the confidentiality. वो डेटा कहीं घूमेगा नहीं, वो बराबर रिसीवर के पास जाएगा. Okay, but authentication is not achieved and your digital signature is not achieved. Authentication, we have to either use the ciphertext. You have ciphertext, or you can say do not say the ciphertext. You should use the MAC or the hash code as an authenticator. As I'm not using here, you are not achieving the authentication. And for digital signature, you should use the private key of sender A. So there is no private key of sender A. Now, when you will be seeing the third case, in which you will be seeing everything now. What everything? First, private key of sender A, hash code, hash function by using the hash function, and public key of receiver B and private key of receiver B. तो ये जब तीनों मिलते हैं तब कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी आ जाती है, ऑथेंटिकेशन आ जाता है और डिजिटल सिग्नेचर आ जाता है. तो जब हम थर्ड केस देखेंगे, then you will be achieving all these three. You will be achieving all these three, which is not possible in case 1 and case 2. I hope you have understood this. तो हम जब थर्ड वाला जब डायग्राम बनाएंगे, ब्लॉक डायग्राम, वो टाइम पे you will be able to see we are achieving all the three in the PGP service. In the PGP service. Okay. So the last part is left. Please write down. Before I go to the next one. Otherwise, nothing to write down. It is well understood. So we will not waste time. How much time is left? Okay, we will not waste time. Directly we'll jump to the next part now. Case 3. So please draw the case 3 now. Now please combine case 1 and case 2 so that we will achieve all the three in case 3. Okay. I am going to now one by one. See here. You have a message. Use the hash code, hash function to get the hash code. तो ये आ गया, इसका मतलब authentication आ गया. Okay. I am using the encryption over the private key. Digital signature आ गया. PRA. Digital signature आ गया. PRA. This one append with the message. I am drawing, I am explaining simultaneously. Append, use, compress the data. After compression, use the conventional encryption. Encryption की बात आती है तो secret key आती है. So there is a chaos. Using this chaos, use the encryption over the public key. Yes, public key, that is PUB, public key of the receiver B. तो ये आ गया, इसका मतलब क्या आ गया? That is authentication यहाँ पे आ गया, digital signature यहाँ पे आ गया, confidentiality यहाँ पे आ गई. Okay, so EP, whatever we are getting, that is again appended with the output of EC. Whatever you get as an output, that is your message, compressed message. So actually this is a compressed message, and here you have encryption over by using PUB, H. PUB, H. Sorry, not PUB, H. That is by PUBKS. PUBKS. Encryption by using the public key of B and the KS. So this much part. PUB and KS. ये हो गया अभी सेंडर पार्ट. सेंडर में अब रिसीवर में देखो क्या है. This part by using decryption by using the private key. तो प्राइवेट की जब बात आती है तो PRB, okay, decryption. You have got KS. This KS is appended. ये जो मैसेज है, that is by using the conventional decryption. But for conventional decryption you require the key. तो इसको मुझे यहाँ तक लेके जाना पड़ेगा. KS मुझे यहाँ से मिला. कन्वेंशनल डिक्रिप्शन के लिए आई वांट द सीक्रेट की. सो KS मुझे यहाँ पे मिला. देन आगे क्या है? देन unzip, uncompressed. After uncompression, I am drawing it down. After uncompression, you will be getting what? You will be getting E encryption by using the private key, comma, and the hash code. This is important. Private key and the hash code. And you will be getting the message and the message. Zip करने के बाद मैसेज अलग से मिल गया और encryption by using the PRA and comma H. Okay, PRA comma H. Now this one encryption by using PRA comma H. That one now again by using the decryption by using the private public key. Decryption by using the public key. A public key किसकी? Public key किसकी? PUA. So whatever you get, that is compared with hash code, you get H, and here that is compared. So by this one you will be getting H. And this is compared. This is compared. Okay, so this is how the flow will be. As there is a restriction to the space, I won't be able to draw it properly, but please coordinate this thing. I will go now again from here. I will start from here. All of you pay attention. Now what things we are achieving, that thing we'll see. What things we are achieving, we'll see now. Pay attention, all of you. So here we have, my board is visible properly. The reflection आ रहा है.
हाँ सर, अभी थोड़ा वो रिफ्लेक्शन टाइप आ रहा है.
हाँ अभी ठीक है.
हाँ ठीक है.
हाँ, see now you have a plain message. We are using the hash function to get the hash code. So hash code used as an authenticator. So authentication is achieved. Then this is given to the encryption by using the private key of A. So when you using the private key of A, can I say here output is a digital signature? So you have achieved digital signature. Then it is appended with the plaintext message. Then it is compressed. After compression, here I am using the conventional encryption by using the secret key. So secret key is KS. So this K is again by using the encryption over the public key of B, public key of B. Okay, public key of B. So by using this KS, EP and PUB, you are actually achieving the confidentiality also. PUB, okay, EP. Then it is appended with the output of EC. The output of this is the one. This is the one. Now, this is happening at the sender side. This is happening at the sender side. At the receiver side, this is the message and with the encryption over the PUB and the KS. Now this one. Then use the decryption by the private key of B, PUB, PRB, PUB, PRB. Confidentiality, to achieve the confidentiality. PUB, PRB. So decryption by using the private key and encryption by using the public key. ये P का मतलब चेंज होता है डिपेंडिंग अपॉन यू आर यूजिंग द पब्लिक की और प्राइवेट की. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. यहाँ पे कंफ्यूजन होता है स्टूडेंट्स को. ओके, तो यहाँ पे प्राइवेट, यहाँ पे पब्लिक. So then output of this, now this plain text message is decrypted by the conventional encryption. Under the conventional encryption, you know that I have to use the secret key, that is KS, जो हमको यहाँ से derive किया. Then it is given, that is again the output of this is uncompressed. That uncompressed data is available here, but this is the combination of your that will comprise of plain text with the encrypted data of the PRA and the H. So how do you separate them? Use the decryption over the public key PUA. Sorry, yes, public key of A. Then you will get the hash code here, and that is compared with the plain text message which is using hash function, and this H and this H is compared. So if you can see carefully, how many stages you have? The first stage is used for authentication. The second stage to achieve the digital signature. The third stage to achieve the confidentiality. Receiver side to get the KS, to get the KS. Okay, मैंने जो बोला था लास्ट में जो होगा वो पहले होगा और जो पहले होगा वो लास्ट में होगा. तो हमने लास्ट में ये किया था डिजिटल सिग्नेचर के लिए, तो हमने KS यूज किया था. हमने KS यहाँ पे अचीव किया. ये केस हमने डिकम्प्रेशन कन्वेंशनल मेथड से यूज करके उसको अनजिप किया. वी हैव गॉट दिस. ओके, एंड हियर वी हैव टू गो विद व्हाट, वी हैव टू यूज, यहाँ पे PRA हम यूज कर रहे थे. देन वी आर यूजिंग द PUA, ओके, फॉर डिक्रिप्शन, सो दैट विल गेट द हैश कोड, विल गेट द हैश कोड. ओके, एंड हियर हम जो यहाँ पे हैश कोड यूज करके हैश फंक्शन यूज करके हैश कोड मिल रहे थे, the same thing we are getting here, and this is compared with this. Okay, and here we can achieve A, DS and confidence. Before I end, just write down one sentence. Digital signature can be achieved by using SHA method or RSA method. Write down. Digital signature can be implemented by using SHA method or RSA method. And confidentiality can be achieved by either going with DES or Diffie-Hellman. Diffie-Hellman, exchange of the key. Diffie-Hellman is not the encryption method, but it is how the key is getting exchanged between the sender and the receiver. I hope you know this, Diffie-Hellman. So confidentiality can be achieved by either going with DES or Diffie-Hellman. Okay. Yes, if you have any questions, please ask.
सर वो लास्ट वाले जो DP में वहाँ पे PUA क्यों यूज किया? क्योंकि हम लोग ने केस 1 में PRA यूज किया था ना.
या ले प्राइवेट की ऑफ A एंड पब्लिक की ऑफ A.
तो सर वो केस 1 में आपने बोला था ना कि PRA यूज करते हैं.
अच्छा, इन केस 1 आई हैव टेकन PRA. तो वहां पे तो हमने PUA यूज किया है ना, हमने वहां पे PUA यूज किया है. PRA, अच्छा आपने क्या लिखा वहां पे? मुझे
सर नहीं, वहाँ पे नहीं लिखा था, वही डाउट पूछा था तो आपने बोला था कि PRA.
ओके, अच्छा. मेक द करेक्शन ऑल ऑफ यू. केस 1 रिसीवर साइड में जहां पे मैंने DP यूज किया है वहां पे हमको की कौन सी यूज करनी है? पब्लिक की ऑफ A. नाउ इट इज फाइन.
हाँ सर.
Yes. thanks for for making this making the correction in that, pointing the correction. Again, I'm saying in case 1, in the receiver side, where I've used the DP, you should use the key as a PUA. मैंने गलती से शायद वो PRA लिखा था, बराबर. Yes, you are right. Yes, any more questions? Acha, before I go tomorrow, it might happen that I won't be able to take your lecture. So tomorrow's lecture I will be adjusting with someone else, and his or her lecture I will be taking after you come back from the Diwali vacation. Okay, so that I will be able to complete the syllabus. And the next thing is that please keep in your mind what are the syllabus, and depending upon that you please go on preparing yourself. Okay, and yes, yes, nothing more than it. If you have any questions, any doubt, any queries, you can ask me. Priyanka ma'am is there?